Warning, this video may trigger a severe urge to purchase an Apple Watch. Because the following 15 real-life ways I use my Apple Watch Ultra really show how insanely useful it can be in countless situations, like in my car.
Now, when I need quick navigation somewhere, I normally just use the Google Maps app on my Apple Watch. I've set a few address shortcuts like home, work or gym, and I've even added my home address as a complication to my watch face so I can start navigation with a single tap. The watch shows me where to go and vibrates when it's time to turn. And by the way, if you scroll right down in the Apple Watch Google Maps app, you can set your travel mode, meaning you can choose if you want directions for walking, driving, or using public transport.
Now, when it comes to strength training, I obsess about logging each workout. And this has gotten so much easier and quicker since I got my hands on an Apple Watch. And especially since I discovered the app Strong. It's certainly one of the best apps I've ever used. I've created a few workout templates on my iPhone and synced them to my watch. Now I can log my sets, repetitions and weights right on the Apple Watch. It's very intuitive because you do so by scrolling the crown, and after each set there's a rest timer, so the watch vibrates when it's time to start your next set. And on that note, listening to Kanye West or Eminem on my AirPods is what gives me that extra push. But again, I don't want my iPhone with me whilst working out. Good thing is, I can connect the Apple Watch to my AirPods and play my gym playlist right from there. You can also download music to your watch, which is nice to have if you own one without the cellular option. And whilst playing your music, the watch permanently displays the media controls. But those media controls go way further. When starting any media playback in any app on your iPhone, your Apple Watch immediately detects the playback and then seamlessly exposes those media controls. So for audiobooks, YouTube videos, podcasts, or even voice messages, I don't have to get out my iPhone to adjust the volume, skip, pause, or play. And if you own a HomePod or Apple TV, as soon as you start media playback on those devices, you'll again find media controls on your Apple Watch. And that's where the Apple Watch truly shines, at tasks that would usually require grabbing your iPhone or even your wallet. Because I use Apple Pay on my watch all the time, and it kind of feels like I've stepped into the future. It's as easy as double-clicking the side button, holding the watch near a card reader, and you paid without your iPhone, not to mention your physical credit card. And it actually gets a lot better if you convert all your physical membership cards into digital ones. On my iPhone, I use an app called Wallet Creator to scan the QR and barcodes of those cards, which then allows me to create wallet passes from them. These passes then sync to my Apple Watch, and I'm ready to get them scanned with just a double click. So you've always got your wallet with you securely on your wrist. And when at work, I'm generally unlocking my Mac using my Apple Watch. Yep, that actually works. If you're close to your Mac and you've got your watch around your wrist, it automatically unlocks as soon as you power it up. Especially neat if you're using a Mac without Touch ID and you're tired of having to type in your password every single time. What I'm also tired of is these two-factor authentication prompts where you have to use an authenticator app to type in a one-time password. Thankfully, the Apple Watch can make things a lot easier. I'm using an app called OTP Authenticator, and it's incredible. With this app, you can add all your two-factor authentication services and they'll sync straight to your watch. I've even added a complication to my watch face so I can access my codes with just one tap. And the best part, you can copy the code right from the app on your Apple Watch and paste it into your iPhone or Mac using handoff. It's seriously amazing. What's also amazing is the weather app on your Apple Watch. I've got a temperature complication added to my watch face, so before I'm even outside, I can check if I need a jacket or not. And on that note, when in the weather app, by default, you'll always see the temperature. But what many people don't know is that if you tap, you'll see the weather conditions, and if you tap again, you'll find the chance of rain. And actually, one of the most basic functions of the Apple Watch is also one of the most useful ones. It's so convenient to receive all your notifications on your watch and directly reply to them. From the Series 7 onwards, the Apple Watch has a native keyboard built in, and it's surprisingly easy to use to reply to messages. You can type each character or swipe to type, and the predictions are super accurate. Most of the time. Alternatively, on any Apple Watch model, you can just use dictation. It actually gets a lot better if you're receiving an iMessage because you can just tap and hold the message to react. Again, the point is, the watch can really replace your iPhone in many situations. And on that note, basically the only way I create reminders is not by using my iPhone, but by using Siri on my Apple Watch.
Remind me to pick up the parcel today at 5 p.m. and it's added across all my devices.
So quick and easy. And the same goes for my calendar.
Create an event today at 5 p.m. pick up parcel. And again, it took me a few seconds to add it to my calendar.
And speaking of parcels, I also use my Apple Watch to track my upcoming deliveries. And for that, I'm using the app that has been creatively named Parcel. You can add tracking numbers in the iPhone app and the shipments automatically sync to your watch. And if you're waiting for a really important delivery, you can add it to your watch face so you're always up to date with the delivery status. The only thing you still must do by yourself is actually pick up the parcel. At home, my Apple Watch also becomes my universal light switch. I've installed these relatively cheap smart plugs to plug my lamps into, so I didn't even have to buy one of those expensive smart bulbs. Once added to your home app, you can easily switch the lights on and off using your Apple Watch. And this might seem very lazy because, well, it is. Like using an Apple Watch to control your TV. If you own an Apple TV, you don't even have to stand up and get your remote because you can just use Apple's remote app on your watch. And it's perfect because you can't lose it like any other remote. Again, very lazy, but let's be honest, also very cool. Alright, I hope this video gave you some inspiration on all the things you can do with your Apple Watch. And if you want to do even more, then watch this video next. I guarantee there are many hidden features that will surprise you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.